Mississippi, sit back and enjoy The Wizard of Oz, starring the elected Rankin County coin-flipping judge Whitney McKay Adams, where you will hear the all-time classic.
Damn the job. Damn the motherfucking job. You hear what I said? Do you hear what I said? Let some pop up on my family. Let some pop on my family. Your ass is mine. You understand? Fuck you motherfucking monkey. Fuck you motherfucking monkey. Fuck you motherfucking monkey.
I know, it is this whole area. The other guy's the one that's the problem today. What happened? The long-haired guy. Yeah, because he told his car.
Here's the verdict.
At the point that Officer Reynolds arrived, there wasn't any escalation to anything that was going on out there, was there?
There were definitely people raising their voices.
Who raised their voices?
I believe it was Willie Sr.,
Willie Sr., okay.
the owner of the truck.
The owner of the truck. Why do you think that he owns the truck?
He said it was his.
Really? Did he show you a title to it?
No, sir.
Did you know that vehicle was one of the vehicles that Mr. Seals had been ordered by your court to remove off the property?
I'm not a part of that division.
You're not a part of that division, so you're not going to say anything that might help Mr. Seals, are you?
And yet again, the question remains, where is the verdict? These three people have in common. They are all familiar with Leon Seals, Mr. Timeout, and serve in some capacity of the law. The Mike magazine was denied an opportunity to cover Mr. Leon Seals' case. However, we had an opportunity to sit through the proceeding, and Leon Seals' attorney did not disappoint. Kind of reminds me of Columbo.
One more thing before I forget. One thing I almost forgot. Listen, one more thing. It'll just take a second. Oh, listen, just one more thing. Listen, there's one other thing I wanted to ask you about. I'm sorry to bother you, ma'am. I just wanted to ask you one more quick. Sir. Listen, a couple of things came up that I want to discuss with you, but I don't want to burden you now because I can see you got a lot on your mind.
Howdy, Mississippi. My name's Dorothy. You know, from The Wizard of Oz. And I know a lot of people are wondering where the verdict is. And I just often tell them, I don't know the words, but I do know we don't have a verdict. Why do you ask me? Because one day I wish upon a star, no matter how near or far, Leon Seals will never find me. Somewhere over the rainbow.
Nothing about what happened on the 25th, didn't you, under direct examination?
Correct.
But if you talked to him that night, you would have known, wouldn't you?
Not necessarily.
You don't think he would have told you? You don't think y'all would have, you would have said, what you doing here?
Me and Mr. Seals did not have a very good relationship. We wouldn't have conversated like that.
That's right. You tased him when he was in his own house.
There's a lot going on right
But
now.
Leon ain't did nothing.
Listen, Leon.
Listen, Leon, just listen.
Listen. When we got stuff going on, this is when you get lost for it. Regardless of how you feel, your emotions, what you got going, you need to listen to that lost for it. And you understand that. Even when you talk about your Mr. Timeout and you blow your whistle, you understand this.
You see how that man in my yard, George. You see that? He all these business around my motherfucking house. They out to get me. They out to get me.
Hey, I'm not up here. You
They out to get me.
Bring that down.
Chill.
Bring that down.
We gonna handle this. Man, bro, I'm finna, man. Don't let the dude, tell the dude you went from the house, bro.
Did I say you in the house?
George, handle
Now the
it.
man out the police, he out here talking to him. This man
Oh, yeah,
talking
let him do
to
what
him.
he
I don't care. You see this?
I see
This
that.
means I run this.
He told the man to go in the house. He told out here talking
Come
to
with
the
me.
man.
You're under arrest.
Don't go in there, Leon.
Why you taste that man? It ain't dirty.
Taser deployed.
That's dirty.
Get back, man.
Get back.
How about y'all get down?
Okay,
Get back.
I'm finna go call my daddy spot. This here dirty. He didn't have no business tasing that man. What you doing up
You
here?
not coming
I'm
with
with
me
D.
too. Shut your mouth.
I'm with D.
You staying up
Tired of
here?
this.
Huh?
Yeah, man.
Okay, well you stay up here now, okay?
Yeah, man.
I said you under arrest and you walked away from me.
Listen to me, Leon.
Go ahead.
What happened?
That happened allegedly after November 2023. It has no relevance as to guilt or innocence in November.
But it shows his prejudice against Mr. Seals.
It's possible that his alleged precedents could have occurred after November 26. It doesn't show you had any
I'll allow
prejudice.
it. I'll allow it. Go ahead. Restate your question.
I don't think it would do me any good to restate it, Your Honor, so I'll move on.
Well, I'm just saying so I could hear it, and then he
Oh,
could
okay.
answer. I mean, if
Sure.
that's what you wish, but
Sure.
if you want to
You
move on, that's fine
tased
too.
Mr. Seals while he was standing in the door of his own home on or about June the 16th of 2024, didn't you?
Yes, sir.
And you got chewed out about it by your chief, didn't you?
No, sir.
By the mayor.
No, sir.
Nobody chewed you out about
No,
it?
sir.
Are you sure?
Yes, sir.
Sir, I gotta warn you, we have an audio and possibly a video of the mayor just chewing you out about tasing somebody when he's standing at the door of his own house. Now, do you want to stick with your answer?
Yes, sir.
Okay. I'm going to ask this judge and others, when we prove that you're not telling the truth, that you be indicted. You still want to stick with that?
I'm not changing my story.
Whether it was false or not, right?
It is not false.
You say you didn't tase him?
That is not at all what I said.
And you say you didn't get chewed out about it?
No, sir.
Now understand that moving forward, you will hear official audio that has been released by Leon Seals. His attorney has since passed away. The audio will not be played in its entirety. We will only play snippets. If you would like to hear the entire audio, you can go to Leon Seals' Facebook page.
Here, G859 is also shows that it belongs to Leon Seals, doesn't it?
That's according to it does.
Okay. Now,
Mr. Raynham, you know that I'm not going to be deciding who owns the property.
I know you're not, but I'm trying to show you that it does belong to him, and I don't expect you to make that ruling.
We agreed that we have no idea who owns it. I have no reason to
Tell me
believe
why
he does.
now.
I didn't stipulate to that. I know who
I'm
owns it.
agreeing to what you're trying to substantiate.
Well, I guess
here.
my question is, I mean, if it's not relevant to today, if it is relevant, I need to know. Is it relevant to a defense?
Well, the relevance is that my client says that night he did exactly what
We haven't testified yet, but you're saying he's going to.
he's going to.
Okay.
He's going to say that night when that law officer, the one sitting right here, told him to go home, that he went around his car and across the ditch and got on his property, and he was home. His house is not very, very far from that. So my contention, he was complying with the officer's request, then he cannot be charged with failure to comply or disorderly conduct. And that's what I'm trying to show this court.
Well, I mean, I'm gonna let your client testify and tell me all those things. I just don't see the relevance of this, you berating this witness about who owns the property.
I'm not
Because
trying.
I just don't see how that's important.
Well, I beg to differ with the court. I'm not trying to berate him, but I am cross-examining
But to what end?
to the end to show that Mr. Moore told this officer and told us right here in court. Well, he didn't. He refused to tell us. He took the Fifth Amendment. When I asked him, was he claiming the property all the way up to Holmes Avenue from his house?
He took the Fifth.
He took the Fifth Amendment.
So noted.
Yeah, right. And the fact of the matter is that Mr. Seals is the one and I'm trying to show you that according to the complaint that was filed by Mr. Moore in the Chancery Court of Rankin County and Judge Roberts' court, is not over any property other than this one that is being referred to as, let's see, this one that is being referred to as Willie Moore, G8 5710. And that property is on the left side, on the right side of his house, which is located on G860, which is Leon Seals' property.
Don't none of this shit bother you, you know?
Yeah, I mean, but I can see how it can be aggravating, but
And Leon Seals' property further is just north of there is G859, Leon Seals' property. And Leon Seals' property is the one that borders on Holmes Avenue. And that's where this officer just said that this incident took place. Right there, you saw him point to it on exhibit number 1.
Sure.
So Mr. Seals was on his own property when the officer told him to go home. He went around.
I can testify to that. If you've got another question for him.
I've got another question for him. Yes, ma'am, I have.
But not if it's trying to get him to decide who owns the property.
All right.
I just don't see where that's relevant for this proceeding. Because I'm not going to ultimately decide that issue.
Well, you may not decide that issue, but if he was on his own property, he went to his own property after the officer told him to, how can you hold him, or how can you say that he was not complying with the officer's command?
Well, that's certainly what he can raise in his testimony. I just not
Well,
so much to try to elicit that from this witness. So
Then I would ask the court to, well,
do you want to introduce that into evidence?
I do. I want to introduce this,
Any response for the state? Was this one of the documents?
and this is the amended complaint. Both of those
So ain't nothing.
They're relevant, but if you want to introduce them and you're not objecting, then those will be exhibits. I'm gonna do that as one exhibit though.
How do you feel about the judge not allowing the media to come in and record on video the proceedings for just your client only?
Well, I was disappointed in that, but she made a ruling based on the law and on what she perceives to be the law anyway.
You did mention that there is case law.
Well, there's case law that says when you don't have a certified court reporter for a court proceeding, then you are allowed to electronically record it. And I would think that a video is an electronic recording.
Absolutely.
So that was my argument.
Yes, sir.
And I was disappointed because I think this hearing is going to be a very important one.
Yes, it is.
For the following hearings. So we got an opportunity to hem up these officers, because some of these officers are going to be the same officers on the other 10 or 12 charges they've got against Mr. Seals.
Where's the verdict? One of the officers spoken of is on the far right on the screen. Lieutenant Richard Lentz, who did decline to make a comment, was warned in court by Attorney Rayner that if he perjured himself, he would make certain that he's indicted. When it was time for Lentz's video to be played, the judge said she didn't see a reason for everyone to hold hands and watch the video together when she could watch it by herself. After which, Lieutenant Lentz stated that he couldn't recall a lot of things when cross-examined by the defense. And again, where is the verdict?
I don't know the words, but I do know we don't have a verdict. Why do you ask me? Because one day I wish upon a star, no matter how near or far, Leon Seals will never find me. Oh,